We did it. We made it to Friday, and on this side of the border, it is a Canadian long weekend. Monday is Canada Day. Oh, happy Friday, TGIF. It is a Keyboard Friday, and a bit of a soggy start to our Friday locally, but it doesn't matter. We're going to have some sunshine through the weekend, and lots of Canada Day activities planned. Of course, we've got Canada's largest country music festival in our backyard, and that kicks into high gear today. And oh my God, did you see the debate last night? Oh my God. Welcome into the beach bunker. I did not get any sleep last night. I'm not going to lie. It was a rough night. My anxiety, like if 10 is like I need to be on medication and one is like super chill, I'm like 50 right now. What the hell happened? Oh my, what's going on in the world? This could be our very last show because the planet could be imploding on itself. I don't know what's going on. Oh my God, complete chaos yesterday afternoon. What a day yesterday. That was a wild Thursday. Wow, we'll get into it in a second. We've got clips from the debate, reaction from the debate. There is chaos in the States this morning politically. They're looking to throw Joe Biden maybe right out of the White House. Discussions are underway. I hope this stream stays up. I don't know what's going on. Wow. We have layoffs at Bell coming. We have got Chorus has dumped some of their programming, including Big Brother, the Canadian version. Co-op continues to reel from some type of technical issue. We've got an update for you on that coming up. And speaking of food, we hope that Ross will join us from Food Rescue this morning. We're going to hop on the phone and talk about changes at Food Rescue. This was something that came up earlier this week on one of our shows, talking about how they've been asked to change the way they do business, and we're just going to try and get some clarity on what is happening at our local food rescue. And I'm sure that no matter where you are peering in from, hopefully you are lucky enough to have an organization that's doing some kind of food rescue, because they do some great work. They make some food affordable for folks and keep stuff out of the landfill. So I look forward to that conversation. That'll be coming up later this morning. Also, McDonald's, a massive failure. They admitted that people don't like plant-based burgers. They did testing in the States. Results are in. I mean, I could have told you that. I don't know. Is this news? Really? The Las Vegas tram is shutting down as one of their major hotels prepares to close. We'll tell you which one that is. And we're going to have to talk about her today. There's no more getting around it. I've avoided it for too long, and she's just become too big. She is the Hawktaw lady, and yes, we will talk Hawktaw. Not now. This will probably be for hour 2 of the show, exclusively for Twitch folks. You likely already know what I'm talking about. We've tried to avoid it, but she has become a pop culture icon. There's just no way around it. Okay, let's take a look outside and see how soggy we are this morning. Oh, man, it is wet. And so here's how the long weekend weather is shaping up for you. We are going to be rainy today, rainy tonight, nice Saturday, nice Sunday, rain for Canada Day. There are a lot of Canada Day activities planned for Monday, and so far, everything is a go. We'll have to wait until closer to Monday to see if there's any adjustments made. But, of course, we'll run down some of those Canada Day parties, including the Riverbank Discovery Center in Brandon. Shiloh's got a big party happening out at the base. Clear Lake has got a lot of great stuff going on, too. So we'll take a look at all that stuff. But for your weekend planning, it's cool. Like our normal for this time of year should be 24 degrees, and we will be lucky to hit 20. This is going to be I was joking with somebody yesterday in the store saying, summer is canceled. I think summer is this is like our endless spring. This does not feel like Canada Day long weekend to me. This feels like maybe May long weekend. I'm thinking, wouldn't it be nice if this was like our Easter? Like, where's the heat, man? Turn up the heat. And hopefully at Country Fest, you guys are nice and dry and you haven't gotten a lot of this rain, but apparently there is some rain headed your way for Dauphin. So, again, prepare for a soggy, long weekend, bookended. Showers, thunder showers today, tonight, and then Monday. But Saturday and Sunday are going to be nice days to be outside. Here's how the rest of the continent is looking. Things have calmed down a little bit in Texas. Boy, it was burning up yesterday. Holy cow, we saw purples on the map. A little bit better today for you. And we've got some light rain to start the day and 13 degrees. Kind of a gray start to the day, but that's okay. Let's welcome some folks aboard and see who we have got in chat to say good morning and welcome to the show. Happy Friday. We made it to the long weekend. Yes, we made it. Welcome aboard. Let's do it. And then we'll get into all the hot topics of the day. And I apologize in advance if the show's a little discombobulated. I did not sleep last night. I had a bad night's sleep because the world is coming to an end. Oh, it's been a fun ride. It's been a good time. But that's it, kids. We're all done. We're all doomed. We're all finished. And no, of course I'm kidding. But that's what's going through my mind, right? Who let Joe walk out on that stage last night? You mean to tell me anybody is surprised by this? Come on. We knew this guy was 150 years old. People meet with him minute by minute. He was just in France. He looked like he pooped his pants when he was on the stage. Who around this guy let him go out there? Who let him run? And who's running things right now? Oh, I got a lot of questions. Anyway, we'll get to those. But first, good morning, good morning. We had Karen Enns and Tasha and a Road Reverend in this morning early, along with Quentin, all on Twitch. Good morning, nice to see you. Scratz is here on TikTok. Good morning and happy Friday, Scratz. Good to see you. Cindy is up at Country Fest and sent me an amazing bacon picture. We will get to that in a good thing coming up in the next little bit. She's in charge of a huge assortment of bacon. She's the bacon lady. Hey, Kevin J on TikTok, good morning and happy Friday. Nick Adams, happy Friday to you. Nick Adams is joining us from Grand Marias, Manitoba. Grand Marie, Manitoba? Nick is on holidays. Nick is just a great sun seeker, even when he's on holidays. Send us some holiday pictures. You near a beach? Oh, he sent us a food picture. He's eating some good food. Boy, Nick's a great sun seeker. See, when you go someplace fun, that's your obligation to the show. That's it. We like to have you say good morning now and again. And then the other obligation is if you go traveling anywhere, share some pictures with us of beautiful scenery and beautiful food. Because it's the show about food, fun places, and the mayhem of life. And Nick is fulfilling his contractual obligation, the contract that doesn't exist. I hope your holiday is amazing, Nick, and I can't wait to see these food pictures you sent. Phil is here on TikTok this morning. Good morning, Phil. And Derek is here on Twitch. Woot, woot, long weekend. Friday, Sunseekers, we made it. The Chronic is here on TikTok. Zumba Bernice is here. Happy Canada Day, long weekend. Borrowed Bean is here. Holy cow, it's a long weekend. Krish is here on TikTok, and Borrowed Bean says, good morning, everyone, TGIF. Hi, Borrowed Bean. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by for a hi. Zumba Bernice is saying what we're all thinking. I'm looking at hot places to go for summer. This summer is starting to depress me. It's bad when we have to take a vacation in July where we have to get on an airplane, but this is climate change, I guess. This means that, and I've said it, I don't know, no one listens to me. I've been saying, we're the coldest place on earth. This is cold, cold, cold. If you like the cold, man, you need to live in the center of North America because we don't get the heat. We're the last ones to get the heat. We used to get the heat. When I was a kid, man, we used to have plus 40. Oh, thoughtful words. Good morning from the locks of the beautiful Rideau Canal. Wow. You're kind of in the seat of power this morning. And isn't the Rideau Canal in Ottawa? It's good to see you. Thanks for dropping by and the kind words. That's very nice. Happy Canada Day. That's very cool. From the Rideau Canal. Very nice. Caroline is on TikTok too. TikTok is busy this morning. I'm thinking people are on the platform to see how things went with the debate last night. Heading up the lock from Kingston. Oh, that's very cool. Well, welcome. Welcome to the show. We're a daily show. Not very political, but today it might be a little bit more on the U.S. side because we're talking about the debate, obviously, from last night. But we'll get to that in a second. We like to say good morning and start with some positivity, and we're going to do that. Janine is here with the emojis of coffee, umbrella, wine. She's great with the emojis, especially on Friday. Coffee, umbrella, wine, beer, sun. I like the beer, sun one. KDD 4380 is here. And good morning, everyone. Just a few more hours until vacation starts for KDD 4380. That's awesome. Have a great time. Hope you have an awesome vacation. And again, as we've said with Nick, when you can send pictures, that's fantastic. Carol-Ann, thanks for the follow on TikTok. Jordan is here to say good morning. Hi, Jordan. I'm here for the debate talk with the popcorn. Oh, my God. Yeah, it's we're going to get to that. Uncle Bo is here. Holy cow. It's Uncle Bo. We were talking about you yesterday. We got Uncle Bo. We got a camera down. We got a sick Uncle Bo. Look at this. Uncle Bo is our camera repair guy. This one's at Show Lake, Uncle Bo. Look at it's down. He is a pit bull too. He's like got the Premier's phone number. It calls him up, says, hey, this thing's broken. And then after the restraining order comes in, he still gets things done. It's pretty impressive. Molly is here. Good morning, Molly. Good to see you. Trev Webb, come down for an oil change and get an organic car wash. Oh, you know, if there's a positive thing, I haven't had to water the lawn at all. And because it hasn't been warm, I haven't had to mow a whole bunch. So I guess that's good. No watering, no mowing. It's kind of like having artificial turf for grass. I don't know. I guess that's gas half full, glass half full. Borrowed Bean, if Tyler Glen Show talks too much about the debate, I think he'll have a meltdown. Oh, I got PTSD from it last night. There's so much going through my head. It was awful. On so many levels, it was just awful. Koenig Stowe, good morning. Do you know if there's any construction from number 1 Brandon to Winnipeg? Are you worried about Headingley? That has concluded. The Headingley construction is over. They got it done early. So there's a little bit of good news for you if you're worried about that. That was a shit show this week. That's all done. Nick says there's 4 seasons here. Almost winter, still winter in construction. Yes, Nick. You can tell you're on holidays. You're sharp, man. You're sharp as a tack. Yeah. You look at you can just see your batteries starting, like on your phone. Nick's batteries are coming back. He's a sharp guy. Megan Oakley's here on Facebook. Good morning, Megan. Good morning, Facebook. Nice to see you. Patricia's here on Facebook, too. Good to see you this morning. Happy long weekend. Happy Canada Day, guys. On Facebook this morning, I'm asking you, person, place, thing. Person, place, thing that is epic Canadian. And I set the example because I think if I had to share with somebody that's not from this part of the world, a great Canadian, a great Canadian place, and a great Canadian thing, what would it be? We'll get to some of your answers coming up later on in the show. But I said Terry Fox. He is probably, in my mind, the greatest Canadian to me. But I just think he encompasses... I just can't say enough about Terry Fox. I just love Terry Fox. He makes me proud. Because he encompasses it all. And he's got roots in Manitoba. Place, Vancouver, BC, without fail. It's a little left-leaning for me politically, but if I had to take a person in from another part of the world to a town or a city in this country, I would take them to Vancouver. It is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's cultural. We wouldn't talk politics. We'd eat sushi. We'd go to the mountains. It's beautiful. And thing is poutine. If I had a thing, a Canadian thing, some would say beer, some would say hockey, but, poutine is one of those things, even though it's from Quebec, it does bring the country together. One of the few things, kind of like Terry Fox, I was thinking about that. Boy, there's so few things that the whole country, coast to coast, can get together, hold hands, say, yes, we agree. Terry Fox is amazing. Doesn't matter what province you're in. Just amazing. Sorry, I'm distracted. I didn't sleep last night, so I'm extra off on a tangent. Sorry. Ron is here on Facebook. Angel Damaris, good to see you. It's been a bit. Nice to see you, Angela, on Facebook. Molly says, true, I forgot it's almost July. Shit. Still got spring-like weather here also. Jody is here on Facebook. Good morning. Mavis Inkster here on Facebook, too. Oh, man. Am I caught up? Let me see here. Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry. Broncabilly on TikTok. Good morning to you. Uncle Bo says 1 camera repair per season. Although we didn't get a camera, we didn't need to fix one last season. K-Nick Stowe. Michelle Luckapy is here. The year I buy a rain barrel, it's been constantly full. Oh, you got your money's worth, Michelle. That's fantastic. Oh, and Uncle Bo says, happy birthday to my wife, Vicky. It's Vicky's birthday today? Oh, Brings tears to your eyes. Happy birthday, Vicky. That was for you and many more. Debbie Kynock is here this morning. Welcome. Oh, my gosh. It's a long weekend. So we are off on Monday. We'll be back Tuesday at 7 a.m. with a new sponsor to add to the family of sponsors on the show. Can't wait to tell you who that is. We'll have it for you. We'll have an announcement over the weekend, and we'll introduce them to you on Tuesday's show. So excited about that. We're going to get to yesterday's good thing, but first, speaking of sponsors, Kuiper's Family Bakery, before you head out of town, before you go to the cottage, before you go to the lake, you know what's great on a day like today when it's raining and it's cool? You're going to pick up the hot dog and hamburger buns at Kuiper's for when the sun comes out Saturday and Sunday. But you know what today is? Sticky buns. Because you want to load up on some carbs. You want to maybe get to the lake under a nice blanket and have a hot cup of coffee with some beautiful, big cinnamon buns with the sugar, the icing on top, and oh, man. Kuiper's Family Bakery. Go there. Get some monster cookies, maybe. Get yourself all set up for the weekend. Pizza, bun, sausage rolls. They are the place to be for your long weekend to stock up. Kuiper's Family Bakery one of the greatest bakeries in all of Canada to celebrate Canada Day. 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner, beside Tasties. Elkhorn Resort Clarso Nordic Spa, as we told you earlier this week, the Elkhorn has introduced all-you-can-eat ribs. This is so exciting. All-you-can-eat ribs every Wednesday in the month of July and August. 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., Elkhorn Tiki Bar, slow-cooked baby back ribs finished on the barbecue with your choice of barbecue sauce, served with cheesy scalloped potatoes, charred jalapeno slaw, and classic Caesar salad. Spread the word. Elkhorn is the place to be every Wednesday through the summer in July and August. For all-you-can-eat ribs, it's $25. Go in there and load up. $13 for kids 12 and under at Elkhorn Resort Clarso Nordic Spa, Clear Lake, beautiful Riding Mountain National Park. And we will give you a rundown, by the way, of some of the activities happening at Riding Mountain National Park for Canada Day. And if you need a place to stay, make Elkhorn Resort your headquarters when you're up at Riding Mountain National Park. And we thank them for their sponsorship. And, of course, our friends at Auto Fashion. If there's hail, you need Auto Fashion. Auto Fashion does paintless dent repair. They are MPI SGI accredited. They also do detailing, but they don't call it that. It is fine auto finishing. And some of the vehicles that they see coming in there are a complete disaster. They're filled with, cereal, toys that haven't been played with since the early 2000s. They've seen it all, and they can make it like it never even happened, like your car is brand new again. Our friends at Auto Fashion, fine auto finishing. Visit their website for a complete list of everything they offer. Autofashion.ca, autofashion.ca, 255 17th Street North behind Lee's Buffet. We are going to turn now to yesterday's good thing. Now, if you're just new to the show, and you might be because folks are tuning in to see what we're going to talk about regarding the debate last night from all these platforms, GT means good thing. Yesterday's good thing is how we like to start the show. Regardless of how things are going, we like to start with a little bit of positivity. And I do want to say a special good morning to my friend John, who I spoke with digitally yesterday and had some very kind things to say about the show and how the show is quietly being watched in different cities by broadcast industry professionals across the country here and there sporadically. And that's really nice. It's really nice that to be on folks' radar, in what was my former life, and that they are excited about what I'm doing. And John shared that yesterday, and it was a beyond a good thing. It kind of made the season for me. It was a really nice thing. Really nice. Thanks, John, for those kind words. And I can't do it without our sun seekers here, the folks who come to visit and have coffee every day at 7 a.m. Some stay for a short time, some stay for a long time. But I couldn't do it without you guys, and I couldn't do it without the sponsors either. And so thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Quentin says, my garden and lawn got watered without me having to touch a hose. Oh, isn't that nice? Is there Tyler Glen Show rain gear? Yeah, check in the merch store, tylerglenshow.com. It probably is. Maybe a Tyler Glen Show raincoat. Tasha says, GT, yesterday my 3 youngest kids finished their last day of school. Report cards came home and all did amazing, off to grades 1, 5, and 7. Yeah! I forgot about that. Report cards come with that last day of school. I was saying yesterday how much I loved the last day of school, and now I forgot there was report cards that came with that. Got to rethink that. Lucky, good morning on TikTok. My report cards were always terrible. Tyler talks too much. Tyler is hard to control in class. Tyler isn't paying attention. Yes, now that I'm old, I have ADD. I need to be in a microphone. These things are widely known. The world now knows it. I was able to parlay it into maybe some semblance of a career. Nick says, GT, our travels yesterday evening, we stopped at a place in Stonewall called Cravings on 67. Oh, here comes the picture. Okay, so this is from the Jawbreaker. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's have a look-see. Oh, nice. And he even labeled it. Oh, my God, he's getting good. My good thing from yesterday. This is from Nick. Oh, my God, that looks good. Yay, Nick. Nick. Holy cow, Nick. That's fantastic. Not as big as the burgers in Wawanesa, but still quite good. I guess so. When the bacon has fallen off like that, damn, and now I'm hungry. Oh, Nick, look what you've done. That is awesome. Nick, you're having a great holiday and you just started. Okay, keep us updated. Keep those pictures coming. Very well done. I like how he labeled it. My good thing from yesterday. Karen passed the insurance broker's exam last night as the first ever fundamentals of insurance class offered outside the city of Winnipeg, right at Assiniboine College. Coming again in September through continued studies. Yay, Karen! I love it. You know, we've got a few Sunseekers that have either gone back to school or their kids have left home and they're kind of in round 2, people pursuing their dreams. This is just fantastic. Damn, some real good things today, you guys. Wow. K. Nixto, GT, last day of school and dentist appointment done. Good to go for summer. I got to get one done. Dion Neiman is here. Good morning, Dion. Oh, thanks, Quentin. Thanks, pal. I appreciate your support. I really do. I look forward to every day being on the show, but because I couldn't sleep last night, I couldn't wait to get in here. I couldn't wait to talk to you. There's so much going through my head after last night's debate. It's like, I got to get in here. I got to get in front of a microphone, and we got to talk. We got to talk about what happened. And there'll be people who say, well, we're in Canada. It doesn't really matter. Oh, no, there's impact here. Oh, yeah. Rubber boots. Rubber boots. Rubber boots. It's a rubber boot kind of weekend. All you can eat sushi last night for Bernice. Yeah, that's a good thing. That deserves a winner's bell for sure. Oh, man. Keep the winner's bell there with you the whole 2 hours, says Nick. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Fantastic. Good job, guys. We're going to check in with Ross over at Food Rescue in the next few minutes. I promised Ross that we would get on the show just after 7:30. I apologize for those that want to discuss the debate from last night. Just going to have a quick discussion with Ross. Then we're going to get to debate action last night. It was awful. It was just, there's nothing else to say other than they shouldn't have taken Joe Biden and wheeled him out last night. And I'm wondering who is really running the country down there. Who is running the country then? He was so incoherent. You'll see for yourself. We'll have the clips. It even blew Trump away. There's a moment where Trump is looking at him like, and do you ever have those moments where you're, listening to a public speaker or you're at an event and you kind of want to jump up on stage and help somebody? You just want to go, poor person. Oh, I wish I could help you. Oh, you're really failing up there. We're cheering for you. We want you to do good, man. But you're not making any sense. Anyway. We'll talk about that coming up. And the fun stuff. Canada Day events, and there is a lot of them. We are going to have a whole bunch of that stuff coming up, but you know what? We're going to take a quick beach break so I can get myself a coffee refill, and we'll get back at it. We'll get some sunshine into your day. If you hold up your iPad close to your face right now, if you hold it up close to your face, you will get some sunshine, I promise, because we're going to go to Florida. It's what we do. It's what we do on Fridays. It's our Friday Florida beach cam from Hollywood Beach, Florida. They'll get this Flow Rider all cranked up and ready to go here. And they've always got sunshine in Florida, don't they? Moving things around on a Friday morning. Beach break. Back with more in just a bit. Thanks for being here, guys. Oh, well, like I said, Nick, you're on fire, man. You're on the ball, big time. This is what downtime does for people. This is why you need time off. This is why you need a vacation. This is why you need to recharge the batteries. The battery starts to get a little low on you. Yes, the flow art will get going shortly, and there is a little bit of Florida sunshine injected into a fantastic Friday long weekend on this side of the border. Canada Day is on the 1st. We will be on streaming on the 4th of July, and I know we have some folks stateside that like to enjoy the show, and so I apologize. We won't be on for Monday. I will be enjoying Canada Day festivities with my family, and we will be enjoying some poutine and likely some salmon. My son brought back just a little bit of salmon from Vancouver the last time that he was there, and so I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be great. I hope you have a great Canada Day long weekend as well. I'm going to try and call Ross and see if we can get him on the show to talk about food rescue as you're looking at these roads here. Here's our air temperature map. Soggy start to the long weekend, by the way. Soggy start to the long weekend. We are going to have some rain today, rain on Monday. Oh, there's Ross. Hey, Ross, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. I'm just doing just a little weather update, and then we're going to chat food rescue. Ross, by the way, is executive director of the John Howard Society, and we're going to talk to him in just a second. Anyway, thank you for standing by, Ross. We are going to have rain today, tonight, good on Saturday and Sunday, but rain for the holiday Monday. We are going to have Canada Day be a bit on the soggy side. So, again, you'll watch for updates on your phone to see as far as Canada Day festivities are concerned, what's going to be postponed or moved or so on and so forth, because that could be a possibility with the rain being in the area. Okay, let's get you back into the beach bunker here, and we say good morning to all sun seekers on all platforms, and especially our pal Ross. Thanks for making time for us today, Ross.
Hey, no problem, sir. It's good to call, and that you called. We look forward to talking with you.
Okay, so so you're the executive director at the John Howard Society. How is that connected to Brandon's Food Rescue? Are they one of the benefactors of like the funds that is raised there, or how does that work?
So the Food Rescue Store is a Brandon John Howard Society idea and a Brandon John Howard Society project. We've been running it since December 2021, and it's an offshoot from when we ran the Everyone Eats project during COVID. So it is our deal. It's run under our not-for-profit. It's managed through myself and through Ted DeZogan, who's the board president, and we now work hand in hand. So a lot of the stuff that goes on is actually done through the John Howard Society. The front of it, the face of it, is the Brandon Food Rescue grocery store. Okay, so for folks that don't understand what this is, let's just set the stage here. Food Rescue's been around for about 2 years now. I've been there a couple times to the old location, and when it first started, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Ross, but basically you guys are in between grocery stores and the garbage dump. When grocery stores have their food that is just about ready to be tossed and thrown in the trash, Food Rescue steps in and, as the name implies, rescues the food and then offers it at a discount to consumers. And this was really well received. Did I get all that right? Yeah, you got a lot of it right. I want to set one thing forward is really what we don't take stuff from the grocery stores. That's done through somebody else. We work on an industrial level, Tyler. So we're working at getting food out of Winnipeg. We get it by the pallet load. We get it by the truckload, because that's the way it's become salvaged. Like half the food that's produced in Canada doesn't even make it to the table. And only a small percentage of that is lost at the grocery store. The large percentage of that, Tyler, is lost on the food distribution chain from the farmer's tractor right to the warehouse that then distributes it to Sobeys or Superstore or whatever. So what we work at is moving up the food chain and getting it in large sizes, which agencies like Helping Hands and Samaritan House and other food banks around the area, they just can't take things the size that we can. So we're able to get these large sizes, which is a benefit to the food producer, because they don't want to be giving out this and that little bits. They need to get rid of pallet size. and we work at that. So that's really where our success has been. So, and a lot of the stuff we get as well is through the restaurant distribution chain, which doesn't get anywhere into the retail chain. And we work at getting that because there's so much that's going to waste, Tyler. It's unbelievable. It's so sad.
It is. It is. And I mean, this is now thankfully widely known, widely publicized that food waste is a serious problem. And now this is getting extra attention because of inflation and the fact that food prices are so high. People are looking for alternatives economically. But I mean, this is good for the environment. This is good for the pocketbook. This is good all around. So, but there has been a significant change, and that's what's led us here today, is because we've had some of our listeners and viewers say, hey, we need to get the food rescue people on and talk about the change. So can you dumb it down for me, Ross? What has changed in the last little while? Because you've got a new location, which I've yet to visit. I apologize for that. But you guys are in the town center. That is a former shopping center downtown in our community, which is awesome. It's a bigger facility. But what has changed in addition to the new location?
So one of the things that has happened with our success that's come to light across the nation through some publicity, Tyler, is that the food distribution sources or whatever, the donation thing, our operations requires us to charge a little bit of money for the food that we sell to offset the costs that we have. Because when you work in an urban center, when you live in an urban center, the food distribution network works really, really well. The donations travel really, really well. But those donations, that free food, Tyler, doesn't make it out to Brandon in any quantity at all. So what we've did is we hire trucks and we hire people and we go into Winnipeg to get it and we bring it back. But that means we have to charge a bit to recover our costs. The whole network that works on the salvage food doesn't like that model. And so what we've done, and we had to change, either we had to adopt what they did, and that would make our business not work at all. And that would put us in competition with other food banks that are trying for this free food. What we said is we're going to move up the food distribution chain one level, and there's a level above salvage food, which is food there's an abundance of it, and the producers don't want to give it away just yet. They think they could get some value for it, so they're going to discount it to people who are willing to pay a bit to get that. And so we've moved up the chain through the great work of our MLA, Glen. He connected us through Maple Leaf, and Maple Leaf has become really great partners with us. So the Maple Leaf warehouse is staffed to now. They have a bunch of stock, which they're not ready to throw out yet. Still has some tremendous value to them. They want to sell it. So what we've done is we've engaged in a business relationship with Maple Leaf.
There it is there. We also have a QR code you can scan when you get here, so you have it on your phone, or you can just take a picture of it. But I bought a case of these, and I've had shake and bake for like the last 6 months
really,
or
really
so.
beneficial for all those people who are looking to stretch their grocery dollars.
And it's delicious.
I didn't realize
just like
the food
store-bought
business
shake and
was
bake.
so
It's so
complicated.
yummy.
Do you
believe
you know, and you know what?
And the
I think that's
bagels
an
are super
interesting
cheap, and they
point,
also
Tyler.
come in the
I think that's why
cases as well.
nobody else has done it.
We
I
are
think that's because nobody else has done it because it's just too
our
complicated.
potatoes
Wow.
today.
You
We
just
have lots
can't
of
make those
potatoes. They gotta
connections,
go.
and you just don't have the
We're
money
doing
available
huge
to
sale
do
on
it.
them, so it's
Unfortunately,
$10
with the
for
way
as
we
many
operate our business,
potatoes
we can make
as
this
you
really,
want.
really
As many as
sustainable
you want,
and
as
make
many
it
as you
really,
can
really
carry.
good for Brandon shoppers.
Flat cost.
And so if you had to
We do
describe
have
the change
smaller
to somebody in one
quantities if you don't want a whole
sentence,
bunch of them, but
how would you
it's a killer
describe it?
price.
We used to be blank, but now we're blank.
And then
how
of
would
course
you,
we're
how would you
still.
do that?
Some of you were asking about our
So
almond
I
milk.
would
We
say
have,
we used to be hit
2
and
different
miss,
kinds of almond
and
milk
now we're going to be sustainable.
available.
We used to be short on proteins. Now we're going to have an abundance of proteins. Our prices were lower before. They have to go up a bit, but not substantially. And I think those are the three changes. Price is going to go up a bit, but we're going to be sustainable, and we're going to have lots of proteins.
Excellent. That is excellent. I apologize. I had some of your video running while you were chatting there. That's my fault. My apologies. But well, that's great. So what will there be any noticeable, like when I go in now, and I guess it's my fault. I haven't seen the new location yet, so I'm going to be wowed by this new location that you've got for Food Rescue. But in addition to being wowed, it's going to be more like a store-like experience, I take it then?
It's not going to be tremendously different other than the layout itself. Elizabeth Morrow, who's our store manager, did a phenomenal job arranging the space, decorating the space, getting it nice and bright and roomy so you no longer feel packed in. So Elizabeth did a great job with that. So the experience is more retail for sure. The tills look more tillish, so to speak. But the products and all the rest, we have a vast range of products that are some are rescue stuff, and they're rather priced appropriately. Some of this other, we'll have to come up with the name of it, but our partners at Maple Leaf Products, they're priced there. We also have then our consignment stuff, so our local vendors who are selling their freeze-dried whatevers and local meats, and the refillery is there. And so all those things are kind of priced differently, but they're priced appropriately, but they're all available. And it's all part of the vision that Olivia Boyce had when she came up with this whole idea almost 3 years ago now, Tyler, when we started talking about this ridiculous idea, which has turned out to be such a great thing for Brandon.
Yeah. Before I let you go, Ross, I do want to make sure that we open the floor. Any questions that anybody might have on any of the platforms for Ross? Lots of folks peering in and lurking, and you got any questions for Ross? And Food Rescue, before we let him go, because this is the person that's going to answer the questions in real time for us and get the information regarding the changes over Brandon's Food Rescue. And while we're waiting for those to come in, I want to congratulate you, Ross. This is and I want to say thank you for your patience and to all your volunteers and stuff for putting up with what has likely been a challenging situation. You feel like you're trying to do good on multiple levels, and when things stand in your way and you get these headwinds and challenges and stuff, I'm sure there's times where you feel like, what the hell? What are we doing here? And it takes some determination to make that happen. And so congratulations to you and your crew for sticking with it and doing good in our community.
Thanks, Tyler. We believed in the mission. We knew the community believed in the mission. And we knew the food distribution system believed in what we were doing as well. It's a little bit different what we have to do, but we have to do that because food just wasn't making it to Brandon, and we had to make it sustainable. We can't rely on governments to provide money, to grants to keep things running. We want this to be something that business-to-business relationships get things moving, and so that our customers know that every time they come in the store, there's going to be something good that they need. We got upcoming Canada Day weekend. I know the weather you talked about, it won't be the best, but we've got pallet loads of Smokies. So when people are looking at what are they going to barbecue over for Canada Day weekend, come on down. We got Smokies available. Right now, the challenge is we don't know when the truck is arriving, but once it arrives, we're going to have all this product fresh and frozen brought down to the store, and we're going to make it right into people's grocery bags and onto their Canada Day barbecues.
Okay, here's their Facebook page, Brandon's Food Rescue Grocery Store, to give them a follow if you want. And someone's asking, is there a way to donate wild game to the Food Rescue? Prepped and packaged, of course. That would be processed, inspected. Is that something they should reach out to you directly to get more information on, Ross, or?
Yeah, it has to be inspected. Like we have to subscribe to all the rules that the public health has to make sure that the product we have is safe and good for people. We've never dealt with wild game before, but certainly if it follows all the proper inspection routes and is wrapped and when I looked at stored properly, there we go. Give Elizabeth a chat through Brandon Food Rescue Grocery Store on Facebook, and she'll tell you what the exact rules are, and we'll just go from there.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ross. I do appreciate it, and keep up the good work over there, and we'll see you soon, okay?
Yeah, I look forward to seeing you down the store, Tyler.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Ross. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Again, that was our friend Ross from Brandon's Food Rescue. Ross is with the John Howard Society, and he is the executive director of the John Howard Society, who's spearheading Brandon's Food Rescue. I do apologize about that video. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to get some visuals there for you to see inside it while we were talking to Ross there. And again, I didn't sleep last night. Didn't get any sleep, so I'm sleeping at the controls. And thank you, Ross, for coming on the show. Hopefully, that will explain what's going on. I had no idea the food business was that complicated. So why wasn't I sleeping last night? Well, it was the debates. I had a lot of things going on. It was a busy news day, but the debates were awful. Key moments from the debates last night. Here's what I'm talking about. It was awful.
We'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our health care system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID. With dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare. My retribution is going to be a success. But when he talks about a convicted felon, his son is a convicted felon at a very high level. His son is convicted, going to be convicted probably numerous other times. Should have been convicted before, but his Justice Department let the statute of limitations lapse on the most important things.
The idea that I did anything wrong relative to what you're talking about is outrageous. It's simply a lie, number one. Number two, the idea that you have a right to seek retribution against any American just because you're president is wrong. It's simply wrong. No president's ever spoken like that before. No president in our history has spoken like that before. Number three, the crimes that you are still charged with, and think of all the civil penalties you have. How many billions of dollars do you owe in civil penalties for molesting a woman in public, for doing a whole range of things?
That was really the only shot that he was able to get in last night.
On the night while your wife was pregnant. I mean, what are you talking about? You have the morals of an alley cat.
We are very, very close to World War III, and he's driving us there. And Kim Jong-un and President Xi of China, Kim Jong-un of North Korea, all of these, Putin, they don't respect him. They don't fear him.
You want a World War III, let him follow and win, and let Putin say, do what you want, NATO. Just do what you want. There's a thing called Article 5. An attack on one is an attack on all, and required response.
And that's just what's cheering for.
We're needed. We're needed to protect the world because our own safety is at stake. And again, you want to have a war, just let Putin go ahead and take Kyiv.
Will you accept the results of the election, regardless of who wins? Yes or no, please.
If it's a fair and legal and good election, absolutely. I would have much rather accepted these, but the fraud and everything else was ridiculous. And if you want, we'll have a news conference on it in a week, or we'll have another one of these in a week. But I will absolutely.
And he just looked like he didn't know where he was.
For me to do
that stunned look on his face.
I'm running again.
Times he
wasn't really going to run until I saw the horrible job he did. He's destroying our country. I would be very happy to be someplace else, in a nice location someplace.
Ay, 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 ay. There were times where it looked like Joe Biden didn't know where he was. There were times where some of the stuff he was saying didn't make sense. There were times where I was left very concerned. Who is running the country? Because you have to think to yourself, put yourself in this position. You're working at the White House and you're working with Joe Biden. I would be, Joe, you're getting a good night's sleep. You're taking all your vitamins. You got a debate tomorrow. We're going to practice. We're going to get ready. This is not like, okay, he walked off the street and onto the stage and did a debate. Who let him come out like this? And who is running the country right now? And if you don't think there's implications for us, Justin Trudeau is hated by like 72% of the country wants him gone. So he's essentially a lame duck prime minister on this side of the border. Joe Biden doesn't even know where he is. So if you're the enemy of North America right now, just doing this, you're going, like, what the hell is going on? And why didn't anybody say anything? If you're working in the White House every day with this guy, There's got to be a point where the whispers are in the hallway going, I don't think he's ready. I don't think this is going to work. Someone needs to sit down and talk to him and say, look, you can't do this. It's okay. You had a good run. You did 4 years, Joe. And I was left speechless. I couldn't sleep last night. I couldn't sleep. And again, it's not just this. There's other, you know how you have normal things rolling around in your head. But to cap it off with this, I'm thinking, oh, weird. Democracy is in trouble. North America is in trouble. And it's like, so CNN, when the debate ends, they literally fade to black, then come up to the talking heads who are in shock. I'm flipping channels going, oh my God, what's the reaction going to be like? And everyone is just like this. What just happened? What just happened? And you can hear phones blowing up. And here's a bit of what CNN had on last night.
Right now, as we speak, there is a deep, a wide, and a very aggressive panic in the Democratic Party. It started minutes into the debate, and it continues right now. It involves party strategists. It involves elected officials. It involves fundraisers. And they're having conversations about the president's performance, which they think was dismal, which they think will hurt other people down the party in the ticket. And they're having conversations about what they should do about it. Some of those conversations include, should we go to the White House and ask the president to step aside? Other of the conversations are about.
Okay, so I don't know if you missed that. He's talking really fast. There were conversations last night that this morning there will be people going to the White House to say, it's time to step aside now. It's unprecedented. It's unbelievable.
Other of the conversations are about, should prominent Democrats go public with that call? Because they feel this debate was so terrible. They do say in moments in the debate later, the president got better and got his footing, but then at the end, even his closing statement was a little halting. The contrast between the two candidates. Let me be clear. None of them, and a lot of Republicans, don't think Donald Trump had a great night. Donald Trump broke the fact-check machine more than I can count.
Oh, yeah. And really, the thing is that, you know, the news media will obviously be able to have the resources to do the fact-checking and stuff like that. But as far as I'm concerned, Trump kicked his ass. But he wasn't much of an opponent, so it was very sad. It was very sad. I felt bad for him. I felt sad for him. Blessed Mama says, sounds like a yes or no to me. Molly says, my mom said Joe Biden looked like he was 100 years old last night. And I wanted him to go. We talked about this yesterday. My game plan was popcorn, Dr. Pepper Zero. We were going to talk about memes and how these two old guys were fighting it out. And we knew it was going to be a struggle. They're both senior citizens after all. And, you know, it was going to be something we could have some fun with. Till he came out, deer in a headlight. I gotta tell you right now, I think that I can't, Just feet from that stage is a suitcase. Just feet from that stage is a suitcase that holds the nuclear codes. And that's the guy. And I have nothing against Joe Biden. He looks like an awesome guy. He has never said anything, to my knowledge, that I've witnessed that has made me go, I don't really like that guy. He's a likable guy. It's just like he's just not there. You know what I mean? And it's worrisome. Nick says we're okay with Trump being somewhere else. No one is stopping him. K-Nixto says neither one of them should be president. Someone worthy needs to step up. Oh, X was filled with people going, this is the best we can do? Oh my God, we're in trouble. Quentin says, I was concerned when Biden said he was going to ensure jobs for Americans from all around the world. Well, and it was things like that just, some of the stuff didn't even make sense. I'm going to take a boot to Medicare. You're what? What? The only real exchange was that how the two of them were talking about their golf games. It's a bit true. I wish I had that clip. They were basically criticizing each other's handicap, which no one really cared about. But at least it was a debate that made sense. We could understand what they were arguing about. Such a scary thought to think that the country's going to be in one of these guys' hands. Well, I mentioned it yesterday, and I didn't think it would be quite that dramatic. That I thought he would do poorly, and that there would be growing calls for someone to replace Joe on the ticket before fall. But this is epic. This is unbelievable. Maybe he was on some kind of medication. I was reading this morning that he is suffering from a cold. So they said that that's why his voice was not, as pristine as they would have liked, and why he was raspy. Anyway, we're going to have some of the memes. We'll get to some fun stuff. The memes, Choctaw Lady, Canada Day festivities. There's still so much to get to. It is going to be a busy show this morning, and we would like to have you come and join us for the ride. By all means, hour 2 of the show is set to get underway in just seconds. So do come and join us on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show is where you're going to find us. Come and see us. Tim Hortons of Western Manitoba. You've always got time for Tim's. Hey, grab yourself a nice hot cup of Tim Hortons coffee to celebrate the end of the week and the weekend. And does anybody do Canada Day better? Boy, it's a institution in this country, Tim Hortons is. Happy Canada Day, everybody, from Tim Hortons of Western Manitoba, with 10 locations to serve you in Brandon, Virden, Neepawa, Dauphin, and Moosomin. Celebrate Canada Day with a retro donut, blueberry sour cream sugar twist. You can also choose from the Walnut Crunch or the Dutchie. Of course, they've got flatbread pizzas there, too. Bacon, everything, chicken, parmesan, pepperoni, and simply cheese. They've got sparkling quenchers, and, of course, their amazing ice caps, too. Tim Hortons, you've always got time for Tim's. Sunrise Credit Union, your opportunity to get $1,000 in gas and groceries with the Sunrise Credit Union Great Gas and Grocery Giveaway. They'll have a winner in each of the 3 districts for a total of $3,000. This contest runs until August the 2nd, so basically you've got the month of July to get your financing and then be entered into the contest. The only thing that doesn't qualify is mortgages, okay? sunrisecu.mb.ca. And Co-ops of Westman, you're at home here with your local Co-ops of Westman. I am pleased to report that we have everything operating as per usual at your local co-op as far as Interact is concerned, food services, and so on. However, this was a statement issued by Federated yesterday that said that everything regarding your local co-op is operating per usual. However, they are experiencing a cybersecurity incident that is impacting some customers facing systems at local retail co-ops and cardlock fuel locations. This is mainly internet-based, and that is why it's affecting the cardlock systems. As a precaution, some systems have been shut down, and third-party experts have been brought in. An investigation is underway. We regret this outage has occurred, and we thank co-op members and customers for their patience as teams work to resolve the issue. No word yet on what has caused this. Could be human error, could be a hack. We don't know at this point, but again, if an update is coming, we'll be sure to let you know. But again, you can go to the gas bar, you can go to the hardware store, you can go to the grocery store, and you won't notice a thing. But if you're going to their website, if you're going to the card lock, you're going to notice that they'll have signs there and staff to tell you that for the next little while till they get that all sorted out, those services will not be available. You're at home here with your local co-ops of Westman, Heritage Co-op, Valley View, Twin Valley Co-op, Neepawa Gladstone Co-op, Boundary Co-op, Hamiota Co-op, and Pembina Co-op. Co-ops of Westman.ca. Okay, bye, TikTokers. Thank you so much. Hey, happy Canada Day long weekend, TikTok. Thanks for being here. Thank you, J.E. and Thoughtful Word 62 in Ottawa. How cool is that you were with us for part of the show? Thank you for being here. Happy Canada Day, guys. We're moving the party over to Twitch. Show's not done. We are just moving over to Twitch. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. Thank you, TikTokers. Happy Canada Day, and we'll see you on Tuesday at 7 a.m. And we say farewell. And we have to say farewell to X, YouTube, Facebook. Thank you for being here, guys. Happy Canada Day. Be safe. Stay warm. Have a great long weekend. Bye, X. See you later. Thank you so much. YouTube, thank you so much for being here.